Hello, welcome to our show, Two and a Half Brain Cells. I'm Andrea, and this is Sabia. And today we're gonna complain about pants.
I have issues with I literally have a personal vendetta against any company that makes pants. Have
hmm
you found any companies that make good pants?
So here's my thing, is I'm kind of built like a refrigerator, right? So it's really hard to find pants that fit me because nothing fits like my legs. And if I do find pants that fits my legs, they're like plus size, and then the waist obviously is not gonna fit me. So basically, my parents got really frustrated. My mom is the one who got really frustrated, actually. My dad kind of doesn't care. Going pants shopping for me. And one day she got so frustrated that she was like, well, why don't you just try on your dad's pants and see if they fit you? And she was being kind of sarcastic because my dad is like 6 foot something and is like massive. Like, basically, the assumption was there's no way I'm going to fit into his pants. Or then, I mean, like a good fit. And I tried them on and they fit me like perfectly except the waist. Obviously, I have to wear a belt because the waist is way bigger than mine. And my mom got so upset because she was like, there's no way you fit into like a men's extra large pants. And I was like, well, I do. So it sparked this whole debate in my family. And now I just wear
Yeah.
dresses because I just cannot with pants.
It's annoying because okay, for men, especially with my dad and brother, we'll go shopping and they don't even have to come. They'll just pick, oh, I want a size 32 or 34. Like we'll be at Costco sometimes and they'll just pick up a pair and be like, oh yeah. And I'm like, you don't have to try them on. It's like, no, they'll fit. But with women, I could buy a pair of size 2 jeans at PacSun. I don't know if they sell jeans, but let's say they do. And then
Mhm.
a size 4 somewhere else and a size 8 somewhere else. And they would all be the same size, but they're marked differently. Does that make sense? Like every
Yeah.
size. Yeah. So then you have to try them on, and sometimes the length is wrong, or the waist is wrong, or the fit is wrong. And for me, I'm pretty tall, but so pants don't fit me correctly. Like with sweatpants, I have to buy either a size small or a size medium. And if I buy a medium, the length fits me, but the waist is way too big. But if I buy a small, the waist fits me, but the length is too small. And the problem is, even pants with drawstrings, they just don't fit right because of that issue. And so at
Yeah, and
this
it gets all
point,
bunchy.
yeah. And so I literally at this point just buy men's clothes. Like I don't even shop in the women's section anymore. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm lucky that my mom like tailors all my clothes for me basically because we have a sewing machine and we both know how to
Mhm.
sew. And I think the only pair of pants I own that fit me, and I think I gave them to Alana Carolyn before the year ended, but there were those khaki pants that I thrifted
Mhm.
that were like a size 8 and I wore them every single day to school. Like whether they were dirty, most of the time they had like spaghetti sauce or something on them. I was like, I don't care, I'm still wearing these pants. Because I got
Yeah.
so lucky. There's no way I'm ever gonna fit into a size 8, like ever again for anything. But
Yeah.
those pants, like chef's kiss.
That's I totally it's so frustrating because I feel like it's a universal thing for women to not fit in pants. And
Mhm.
it's just why isn't there a system like men 32 by 34 means 32 waist, 34 length. I don't understand why women can't have that because it's such a simple system.
No, I agree. And also women's clothes are designed way too tight for no reason. Like
Facts.
we're not all tiny. Sorry.
And I'll buy sweatpants even in the men's section. Joggers are the sweatpants that close at the bottom. Like they have that elastic so it closes at the
Yeah.
bottom. Even those in the men's section, they're the exact same. Like men and women wear exact same sweatpants. The men's are looser than the women's joggers. And I'm like, how is that possible? You're building them for the exact same. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. And I'll compare them. Like I've bought in Champion women's sweatpants and men's sweatpants, and I'll put them on top of each other, and they are exactly the same. There's nothing different about them other than the fact that there's a sizing issue when you get small versus women small versus men small.
Have
And
you
so it
ever
just drives me.
noticed how women's pants, even if they're the exact same, like, unisex sweatpants, they'll
Uh,
market women's clothing as more expensive?
yeah,
What
facts.
does it have that makes it more expensive?
Yeah. I actually PacSun now does unisex. Like they have a whole section of unisex clothes, and I'm really into it because now at least I know the sizing is correct. And because of
Mhm.
COVID, you can't go in store to shop anymore. They've done this thing where based on like past purchases, and you can put in like your measurements. They'll tell you what size you are. So that's kind of nice because then it'll tell me like based on this brand, like you'd be a medium here or small here. But it's annoying, right? Like why does another company have to step in to fix that? Like I feel like you should have a universal system.
Well, some would argue maybe that it's like free market and like the consumers have like pressured Paxson to do it or whatever. Like I don't even know. But um the point that so for me, because I don't really ever like buy new clothes, my parents are just like extreme environmentalists. I don't really get to like choose when I want new pants. So I just get like hand-me-downs that don't fit me and I just accept that they're never gonna fit me. Or I thrift it.
Yeah. The other
And then
issue that I
when you're
feel like,
thrifting, you can't try stuff on. So I'm
yeah,
always like holding it up to myself and I'm guessing and I'm like, can somebody look and see if you think this is
yeah,
gonna be? Also, women's pockets. Let's talk
that's what
about
I was
that.
gonna say. Yeah. Okay, so I mostly have men's clothes. All of them have nice pockets. Even like the men's shorts I have can hold like my T184 calculator. Like there's so much room. It drives me crazy that like they can't give more to women. Like I had these jeans and I swear the pocket could fit like maybe the cap of a chapstick.
hmm
It's so annoying.
Dude, I remember when I was like really little and my parents would take me to the circus. Um,
Hmm.
we would sneak or like to the movie theater. My dad had this special pair of cargo pants that's like the kind that you wear when you go on like a safari in the wilderness that has
Yeah.
like 70 different pockets and he would fill them with snacks. And I just feel like if they made cargo pants for women, I don't know if they do, but I need to cop a pair like immediately because like
Yeah.
I want pockets on the outside with like flaps. That is the kind
I've
of
seen
clothing that is in demand.
Yeah, I've seen them in the men's section, but what like I think is so weird is that I've seen women's cargo pants have those flaps, but they're not actually be a pocket, just the flap.
What?
And men's will have the
What?
pocket. I don't know. And someone was telling me, "Oh, it's because women carry purses." But I was like, that means nothing. I don't own a purse. Like I always carry things in my pockets.
Yeah.
Like that shouldn't be a reason to not give us pockets.
There have been times when wear my dad's like jackets and stuff too, and
Hmm.
his jackets have like full size like I could put a water bottle in his
Yeah.
jacket pocket and it would fit. And I will wear a jacket even when it's hot and I'm like dripping sweat just because I don't have anywhere else to put anything and I don't want to carry a
Yeah.
backpack or a purse.
Like I refuse to buy a purse. I don't own. I have like a backpack
Yeah,
and I
our
have little
generation is
like
going to be the one that stops carrying purses.
yeah, I think it's so dumb. Like I think backpacks are a convenience thing, right? You don't have to hold it. And I
Mhm.
like those tiny wallets that men have, the ones that just sit in your pocket. I have one of those. And so I
Oh
can
yeah.
stick some cash, my ID, and three cards, and that's it. And it's like it just slides into my pocket and it works perfectly. So I don't see the need for a purse. I
Like if
just
you're
carry
going
things in my
hiking,
hand.
what do you
Yeah.
use to carry your stuff? A fanny pack? No. Actually, we should bring those back too while we're on the topic of fashion.
No. You
Let's
can't.
I
You
kind of
rock
like
one.
them.
You rock
I
one, but
yeah, I
I
do
don't.
have one. I have a Galaxy print fanny pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
I
the
I
write-up
like
that we're going to
those.
be sending to all fashion companies, we want pockets, we want universal sizing, we want fair gender pricing, and then we want like waist, length, fit. And once we get all of that, I guess there will be no more problems left with the pants industry.